In this lesson, we're going to rewrite equations and formulas. Example 1, how do I solve literal equations? So what we're doing today is we are going to be rearranging some equations and formulas. We're going to be solving for the specified variable. So for example, number 1, it says solve V is equal to LWH for L. So what we want to do is we want to isolate the variable L in our formula. And so notice how I've got this L right here, and I want that all by itself. Well, in order to get that all by itself, I need to determine what's happening to it, or what is the W and the H doing to that L. Well, the W and the H are multiplying it, and so I'm going to divide both at the same time. I'm going to divide the W and the H because they're multiplying that L. So I will divide by the WH on both sides. So these are going to cancel out. And I'll have L is equal to, and I've got my V, but then now I have all over W and H. All right, let's try another one. It says solve V plus W minus X is equal to Y for the variable V. So again, what you're doing is we're going to be isolating it. And as you're doing that, ask what these different variables are doing to the variable you're trying to solve for. So let's start with this W. Well, the W is adding. So to undo it, I need to subtract by W on both sides. Now, just like when we solve for Y, I cannot combine the Y minus W because they're not like terms. So I'm just going to rewrite now my minus X here is equal to Y minus W. All right, so I did that on both sides. Now I need to undo this minus X. Well, to undo or cancel out an X or minus X, I have to add X to both sides. Remember, what you do to one side, you have to do to the other. So now I have V is equal to Y minus W plus X. And so now I have solved for the V. All right, in this next example, we have A is equal to H times C plus B. And what we want to do is we want to solve this for the C. All right, so let's take a look at this. So I'm going to draw my line down this way, and let's think about what that H is doing to the C. Well, because you would normally distribute it, it's multiplying it. So at any time you have a number or a variable right next to the parentheses like that, it is multiplying. So to undo multiplication, we have to divide. And so I'm going to come over here and I'm going to divide by the H on both sides. And so notice how that cancels out. And I have A now divided by H is equal to, and now I have the C plus B. And you could put it in parentheses, but now that we don't have that H there anymore, we do not need to put the parentheses. And again, remember, we're trying to get down to the C. And so I'm going to ask myself, well, what is the B doing to that variable? And it's adding, so I want to subtract. And what you do on one side, we have to do on the other side. So what I have here is I have A all over H. Now minus B is going to be equal to C. And so now I've solved for the C because the C is all by itself. All right, in example 4, we have AX plus B is equal to C, and we're solving for the X. So I want to get this X all by itself. So imagine if this were numbers and I wanted to get that variable all by itself, I would be starting with the number without the variable, the one that's a little bit further away, and it says B. And because the B is being added to that variable, I need to isolate the variable by undoing that B and subtracting that on both sides. So now I have my AX is equal to C minus B. All right, so now let's look and see what is this A doing to the variable? Well, the A is multiplying it. So to undo multiplication, we divide, and what you do on one side, you have to do on the other. So I'm going to divide by A. Now, you're not just dividing the C by the A, it's this entire expression is going to be divided by A. So that will cancel out, and I'm going to have X is equal to C minus B all over A. Now, I could have gone like this And I could have also said that I have x is equal to c divided by a minus b divided by a. Really, either one of them is correct. I just think it's easier for you to keep it in this form. All right, number 5, we have a is equal to 1/2 times b times h. And we're trying to get down to this b right here. When you have the problem, v is equal to length times width times height, then I think we're solving for the L. Remember we went and we just divided both sides by the W and the H? And then we said, so we had V all over WH now is equal to then L. All right, but now in this problem that we're doing right now, we have A is equal to 1/2 B times H. And so if you're given a fraction next to that variable and you're undoing that, you need to do that first. I'm not going to, I could go and divide by 1/2 and H, and then I could divide this side by 1/2 H, and that would cancel that out, and I'd have A all over 1/2 H is equal to B, which, it's correct, but you just don't see a fraction all over a fraction. So instead, what I'm going to do to get rid of this 1/2 is I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal. Because remember, dividing a fraction is the same thing as multiplying by its reciprocal. And the reciprocal is a flip. So I'm going to flip the 1/2 and I'm going to multiply this side by 2 and I'm going to multiply this side by 2. And when that happens, then that's going to cancel out there, and I've got 2A is equal to B all over H, or I'm sorry, BH. So remember, we're solving for this B, and so that H is multiplying the B, so I'm going to divide by H. So I'm going to have 2A all over H is equal to B. And that's the better way to write this one. All right, for number 6, we have V is equal to pi r squared H. And so all we're doing is we're not going to do anything with that r squared. We're just going to isolate it and get it all by itself. So I have to ask myself what the pi and the H are doing to that r squared. Well, they're multiplying. So if I go and I divide by pi H on both sides, this is going to cancel out and this is going to cancel out. And so I have V all over pi H is equal to now r squared. And because I'm just solving for the r squared, I'm just going to leave it just like this. So r squared is equal to V all over pi H. So in this lesson, we took a look at how to isolate the variable in solving the literal equations.